Good afternoon. It's nearly toward the end of conference. Have you had a great time so far? Yeah, I really enjoyed this JCON conference. This is my fourth time at JCON. I think I have been to the Düsseldorf JCON before. Who else has been to the previous JCONs? Oh, wow, great. Who has been to the JCON last year? Okay, great. Who is the first time here? Wow, most of you. Hopefully you will come back again. Anyway, thanks for coming. I'm Emily Jiang. I work for IBM. I'm the cloud native architect and advocate. So I work on open source projects, microprofile, Jakarta EE. Who has heard of microprofile? Yeah, some of you have been to my previous talk, right? Jakarta EE. Wow, great crowd. And also, I work on the implementation, Open Liberty. Who have heard of Open Liberty? Who are using Open Liberty? Oh, got some customers. Thank you. So hopefully, for the ones who have not heard of Open Liberty, check openliberty.io. So it has great information to, like, if you want to understand microprofile and Jakarta EE, it has a lot of documentation there. In this talk, actually, I'm going to talk about AI. So it's why is AI? Actually, it's lately I have been involved kind of in the some work, basically work with IBM research about the large language model training and process and etc. with a big focus on Java. So this is kind of the, actually when I first started, a lot of buzzword and etc. I'm hoping to use this session to tell you all the basic background and where the AI is heading towards. And actually people often ask, will AI replace Java developers? The answer is no. However, AI-powered Java developers will replace normal Java developers. That's a fact. So that's why, if you have not heard of AI, now is the time to get involved. This is what we are currently, where we are. We have so many tasks. We have IDEs, we have CI/CD, who is also dealing with S-bombs. Okay, a few, unlucky ones. And also the CVEs, right? And also is kind of DevOps. Basically now we are all multi-skills. We not only doing the coding, we do testing, we do deployment, we do the level 3 help, we do everything. So this is kind of that sometimes a lot of people just are stressed out. So what can improve the user experience? Actually, I talk with some customer about AI. So basically, some customers said we want to adopt AI because otherwise we will lose developers. We will lose the good developers because they will go to work with somebody who allows them to use the AI tools. So that's why it's kind of everybody is thinking about AI. So because we are hoping AI can remove some tedious tasks for us, maybe AI can go to meetings for us, and then we can do something more efficient, and then give us a meeting summary. So Java developers need to be AI powered. So we cannot be everywhere. We need to focus on something we like, right? We love, basically what makes us feel more fulfilled. We want to do the things we love to do. So, and then let AI to deal with some things, the tedious tasks. In order to be AI-powered Java developers, you need to learn some basics. It's not like, okay, I want to be AI-powered, but you know nothing about AI. And then you do not know AI sometimes is not helping, right? So you need to figure out, like, what is AI? What is the LLM? Who knows RAG? Who knows RAG? Okay, a few? Okay, good. And also you need to know what kind of things the AI can do for you, like a code assistant and etc. And then, actually, when AI comes in, actually you have more work. It's not like you have less work. In the future, most applications will be AI-infused applications. It's no longer like you do the accounting and etc. You also need to have an AI interface. So this is kind of what can help with the AI-infused kind of the apps. Okay, AI. AI has been around for many, many years. Basically, what is AI? So it's basically machine trying to be human beings. It's trying to have the brain like a human's brain. So this is kind of the AI is about. It's problem solving, reasoning, and etc. So actually, AI started long time ago. Who knows Alan Turing? Okay, great. I guess you have watched the film, right? Now it's kind of the famous Turing test. If you have, and then Alan Turing published this paper. Also, question: can computers think? I think the answer is yes. Now, right? It can think. So that's the kind of 1950s, and then 57. So basically, the AI, the word established by the John McCarthy in the Dartmouth in the US. And then, so 57 or 74, basically a lot companies started doing the AI. And then you remember 97, this is the big news, like Deep Blue, IBM Deep Blue beat the world chess champion, Garry Kasparov. So this is the kind of the shocking news, because before people think a computer can never do that. And then that make it possible. And who watched the Jeopardy? Who watched Jeopardy? If you have not, it's really, really good. And log on to YouTube to watch the IBM Watson plays Jeopardy. That's there's a big news there. And then later on, Apple released the Siri. So now you ask Siri about all the things, right? That's kind of virtual assistant. And then actually before, kind of up to now, in 2015, OpenAI is founded. And then I think it's back to prior to 2020, it's pretty much is research based. It's not much going on. It's AI, okay? That's pretty much in research lab. They're doing an experiment. And we don't feel we will be able to benefit anything from AI. But the 2020, when GPT-3 was announced, and then the world became mad. So everybody is asking basically ChatGPT about questions. And then it's kind of this is DALL-E. This is about image, generate new images. So as you can see here, Google is also a bigger player in AI, and also Google Deep Play also plays the game as well. So this is kind of the brief history about AI. So the thing is, one thing to take from here, and in the past, AI has been around for many, many years, 70 years, but it seems like it's not close to our daily life. And then until Gen AI started. So at the moment, when we talk about LLM and etc., we all talking about generative AI. So basically now is the kind of the machine can really think, can generate ideas. So this is what makes it more kind of exciting and more useful. So this is Gen AI. Why is it called Gen AI? It's because they can generate a new content. So previously it's pretty much a repeat. And now it's kind of, it can create new stuff. You put put a text and ask generate a movie, and be able to generate a movie for you. So how can you put all the terms together? There's a lot of words. It's machine learning and AI, Gen AI, LLM, and people all talking about LLM. Do you understand what LLM? What's the relationship between the Gen AI and foundation model and etc.? So actually, for Gen AI, so that's easy. So basically, the AI can generate a new content. Actually, it's based on the foundation model. So you know the foundation models such as BERT, GPT. Who knows what is called a GPT? What's it P for? What's it G for? Generated what? Very good. So this is the key, transformer. Actually, transformer is basically the kind of the one neural network algorithm to build a foundation model. Once it's started, it seems to become most of the foundation model uses this format to create a foundation model. So this is a foundation model. Foundation model can do all sorts of different things. And then LLM, so basically the type of the foundation model, and specialized at text. So this is called a large language model. Like a GPT is a foundation model, ChatGPT, the large language model. So far now, like we talk about actually is LLM all the time. So this is good at text. So it's basically large language model is a foundation model, where foundation may not be a large language model. So this is a kind of Gen AI. So what really is large language model? So large language model is basically pre-trained, fine-tuned, and also is kind of all this kind of built on the user neural network. So it's also specialized in text. So this is a kind of a large language model. So this is a kind of a few basic foundation model, and also the system, like the Lambda from Google, is a Google Bot. So this is a kind of the system, and then it's a kind of chat application. So these are quite a few chat application, and also this one can create a music, and this one I mentioned earlier can create basic images. So there's many foundation models, so you can log on to this website to find it out. The other thing is kind of there's more and more companies also basically open source large language model. I mentioned earlier, IBM in like a research, has been doing AI for a long time, like Jeopardy plays that game, and also the like Watson. And IBM has Granite just been recently open sourced all the Granite model. So it's an Apache license, so you can check it out. So this is a website, so you can have a look at the Granite model, what the model is like. And it has quite a lot of information. There's many Granite model for you to look at. And also, Granite models, open source, also is did some comparison for this like large language models like Gemma, and also is kind of Code Llama, Mistral and Llama, and also Granite. So they do the fixing code, explaining code, and generate code, all this kind of comparison. So it's quite good information there. So go and check it out. So it's like the common tasks can be done by the Gen AI. So this is very kind of the common, like a chat questions, and also summarization. So basically you put it in the text and then summarize it. And also the content generation. So basically write emails and also produce the audit data and then it's kind of put a symptoms in and produce a medical diagnose, and also is kind of the sort out the complaint, and also hope in the future also do the security security CVEs and etc. So this is all Gen AI is be able to help. However, there's many issues related to Gen AI. I know it's kind of even now different companies have different policies. Some companies do not want you to use AI. Also have very, very strict rules. So what kind of system is allowed to use AI? Because worry about basically you leak some customer data and etc. I know some companies one thing is need to guarantee no data can be used to train the model. And the other thing is kind of what's the transport the algorithm, and what's the security concern, like you put the prompt through the LLM, what if somebody steal that prompt? So it's also is check it out about license. What basically is about the policies. The other thing is about license. Now, if you open source Apache license, what if you use AI to create this content? So do you know the LLM training data? Which license basically the data come from? Is how can you basically do the license? Again, the company lawyer has to work it out. So this license. Also for the audit, do you know where the code is from? So LLM give you some code. Do you know how can you do the audit? So again, this is all the new territory. And a solo nation, this is kind of always come with the LLM. Who uses ChatGPT? Okay, a lot of you. So who has noticed, or maybe kind of the noticed hallucination? Hallucination. A lot of you, right? So it's kind of one thing is with the LLM is it doesn't say, oh, I'm not sure. It always pretend it knows everything. So that's an issue. That's a problem. And then it's kind of for human beings, not sometimes you are not sure, and people can tell from your gesture, right? From your voice, and etc. You may not be confident, even though, yeah, I'm confident. If we ask, are you really confident? Yeah, you can't hear what it says. It's always confident. And the other thing is potentially generate bad code. So that's why AI will not be able to replace developers, because the hallucination, and also potentially you are the gatekeeper, not AI is. And also the security risk. I think it learned from Stack Overflow. Maybe it's learned the wrong thing and directly repeat putting the wrong code in your application. And also the other thing is that human beings are innovative. Like we create a lot of patterns and think something, you have some ideas. Often the people during work, running, often people say during shower, is basically you innovate. But AI lack of innovation because it just learn all the time and just reuse the text, etc. So all this is issues. So you have to basically the different company have different rules. So before you use any AI and etc. in your project, you must check with your employer. So what is allowed? So the other thing is for the hallucination. So the problem, how can we reduce? We cannot really avoid. The hallucinations will go hand in hand with AI. So it's always there. But however, how can we reduce LLM hallucination? Basically, it's for example, you are ice cream kind of producer. You produce a lot of different flavor ice creams. For the LLM, it's just like a freely search on the website. It may not access your data. Your data may not be used to train that LLM. And however, if you want to sell ice cream to your customer, obviously you know the best about your ice cream. So you need to fit in the domain knowledge. And how can you fit in? People say, okay, train this LLM. Actually, train LLM is really, really difficult. Unless you create a LLM and you don't have the capacity and also use a lot of power and also the resources as well. So, but in our customer field, how can we provide more domain knowledge? So we'll come to it in a minute. The other thing is the data might be out of date. By the time, like LLM, I mentioned that we'll need time to train. When the ChatGPT came out, I think it's, and then you ask ChatGPT, and often it's a few months, it doesn't have the recent information, right? It will tell you, oh, my knowledge is from this date. Have you all seen that? So yeah, great. So it's basically some data out of date, and they don't have recent data. So all this need to be fixed, because this is easy to fix. So this is fixed with RAG. So I know I asked you show hand. A lot of people have known the RAG before. So it's retrieval augmented generation. So this is kind of the so what a RAG is doing basically is supply some data to this LLM. So it's so this is since the LLM become business aware, almost like appendix. You have the LLM. Hey, this is additional information you may not know about, but when you answer, I want you to also to look at here as well. So this is the kind of thing, and you know the source, right? And it's pretty accurate. So how basically the RAG works? So it will first, when the user asks LLM, it will consult basically the RAG first. So search like relevant information, and also will retrieve the information from the supplied text, and then we'll send all together to the LLM. So by the way, I've already found this information. Make sure when you respond, and this is relevant. So this is a kind of a simple word is about what RAG. So the component knowledge base. So this pretty much is kind of your company or like business related information. It could be the files or PDF or anything, or the customer support ticket. So this is quite important for the chat, because if you have a support, and then if you feed in all your data, this data is very kind of the secret data. You don't want to expose to anybody else except your customers. So you can just add this in. And this is retriever. Retriever, basically, for this one, you have to store it somewhere. So that's what a vector database comes into it. And then it will search. Have to search is kind of use different search algorithm, and then it's find out the similar things. And then generate. So basically, it's with all you have got and feed into LLM, and then you get a correct response. Got a more accurate response back. So this is a typical RAG process. So user, so don't directly call into LLM. So basically, they had a question, and maybe the question is, oh, this is I called your application. I got this error back. So this is what's going on here. And then it's kind of basically it will search properly your RAG, and also with the existing support case, maybe you find one. You said, oh, by the way, we already solved this and apply this patch. And then it's kind of with that, basically, and then direct to LLM, and then generate the output. So with this extra kind of appendix and additional information, LLM looks like more kind of the realistic. So this is helpful for LLM. So it's I think it's if you learn about AI, especially AI-fused applications, one thing you have to deal with is a vector database. So when you talk about vector database, basically this is the kind of is a RAG coming into play. So if you want to supply any information here, like PDF or Word doc or email or any web, and then eventually when the store is stored in the embeddings is numeric style. And for this, so it's not a normal database, that needs to be a vector database. So it can store all the different dimensions. When is kind of the, trying to do the match, basically it do a semantic match. So it's which one is closer. For example, if you say how, I'm feeling okay or I'm feeling fine, so this is similar, even though it's not exactly the same, but they mean the same thing. So this is kind of the what I search like. So that's pretty much like what a rack. And up to now, you know what is LLM and what is AI, what is Gen AI, what is rack. So it's basically this is a component you must know about. So when people talk about now, you should have some basic understanding. So what kind of tasks can AI really do for us? So it's who is using like AI tool to do the code generation right now? Wow, that's quite a few of you. So that's great. Who is doing, probably from now on, we talk about DDD, we talk about TDD, and previously we are, I don't know you, and sometimes we are lazy, right? So directly writing code feel more like achieving, and then create a test later. Now you could use AI to generate a test. Who is using AI generated tests? Okay, good. And also debugging, and also AI can do code reviews. And that's great, as basically is you can do the proofreading and using AI. And also the code summarization, this is quite important. This is kind of the, if you come to a new project, to a project, join a project, and then it takes ages for you to go through line by line, work out what is this for. And now you code summarization, so you can do the code summarization using AI. And also can do the refactoring. You wrote along quite a few lines, and maybe you just use the AI to make it basically improve your code readability and efficiency and etc. So this is kind of a task AI can do for us. So as you can see here, just now you raise your hand. Do you feel it's more efficient nowadays? You can get AI to write your test, get AI to generate code. Basically, previously you spent a whole week to do the application development. Now probably a couple of days, right? Yeah. So it's some AI tools who use the chat, like the ChatGPT. ChatGPT, okay, a few. Who using like a bot? Okay, not many. Bing chat, okay, a few. Who use the Llama 2 chat? Not many, okay. So also the code assistant, Copilot. Oh, quite a few of you. Code Whisper. No, okay. Top 9 looks like just a Copilot. Just a Copilot. There's some like this is the pricing model. If you haven't not used others, there's kind of some free options as well. So check it out. So it's so this is kind of the AI tools. If you use a GitHub, probably it's a Copilot. You can give it a go and go with and try it out. So it's So for the ones who use Copilot, so for the code generation, can you do the sum up or down? Code generation, is it good or not? Okay, or sum up. Okay, that's good. Okay, so next one. So basically, it's AI tools help you to do the applications. So it's if your work, if your like basically the task have not increased, you do whatever in the past what you are doing. So it's make sure you learn about this is kind of the some tools to help you get along. So next one, your current applications, a lot of them will become AI-infused applications. So AI-infused applications, basically you need to directly connect with LLMs. So you need to basically plug in LLM to search some things to directly connect with end users. For example, you build a ice cream like a store, and then previously you just sell, right? Sell your ice cream. Now you have to have a chat interface. It's not a chat bot, it's a chat interface. So basically customer deciding which ice cream I'm going to buy. I say, okay, I like this vanilla flavored, however, I don't want to be too sweet, and etc. And so you can chat, say, can you recommend what kind of ice cream, and etc. It's in this case everything in one place. So this is kind of the the AI infused application is like. Is the other thing is directly working invoking LLM is not easy. It's not easy. So luckily, LangChain has come here to help. Who knows LangChain? LangChain? Who are using LangChain 4G? Okay, good. So LangChain is kind of great. Basically, simplify how to connect with LLMs. So LangChain has basically provided some low-level APIs, some basic APIs for the RAG, basically embedding model, and also the basically the memory prompt template for the like a top level, some AI services and chains and etc. If you want to know about more about LangChain, check it out in here. So it's this is the kind of the I mentioned about Jakarta E and macro profile. Open Liberty team create a tutorial, create a blog about Open Liberty with LangChain 4G. So directly is use the Jakarta E and macro profile basically specs and directly create AI-infused applications. And also we put this LangChain 4G example in the LangChain 4G, so in here. And this is how to set up, and then it's kind of the, I will demo in a minute. Let me show you what a LangChain 4G is like. So here is basically this is my application. It's running on Liberty. It's already started. So it's here is your macro profile config. So you can specify all the configuration, also API keys, and also is kind of in. Let me show you in here, server XML, you can see use Jakarta CDI. Who knows Jakarta CDI? Okay, if you do not know that, is like a Spring config, Spring injection, and also use macro profile config and macro profile metrics, Open API, REST, and WebSocket. So this is kind of this application, and for this chat. So basically, this is a kind of get property. Also is basically how to connect with the Hugging Face chat model. So this is the AI model is Hugging Face, and then can go to the top. So you can you have to do a Hugging Face API key. So you specify there, and then you create the model. So timeout, temperature, token, vote, weight, yeah, and then embedding model, and then it's kind of in this Hugging Face model, and then get language model, and then you can do the model.generate with a question, and then get the answer back. So this is a chat. This is chat backend. So it's then similarly do a chat model, build the model with, remember, always use the API key and model ID. So this one is Falcon 7B instruct. So click instruct. And then timeout and temperature, token size. And then this is kind of some context when you come up to do your prompt. And then you do model.generate and system kind of message. So this is a system message. And also add your user message. So this is the question you put. And then it will respond to that. Now my application is running. Actually, I have basically is open API up. So you know that this is Swagger UI is automatically up. So this is my chat client. If I say, for example, here, what is macro profile, for example, we'll say macro profile is Java-based framework that allow developer create microservice, deploy in a single container. It provides simple and scalable way to build and deploy microservice, often used in the development of RESTful web services. It's about right. It's about right. If I say, what is JCON? JCON is large-scale Java conference, bring together developers, engineers, wow, hold in various, including San Francisco. No, that's not right. See, what about, let's make sure, JCON Europe. Java takes Prague. See, you can see it's basically is not very good. So in this case, maybe you have to, it was not trained by the JCON .1, that website. So this is clearly, so the next improvement is should be add that website. And then he will be less hallucinated. So as you can see, if I say it doesn't know much about JCON, what about Java 1? Is there Java 1? Is there Java 1 in 2024? Or he do not know. Java 1 is the annual conference organized by Oracle. Discuss is held in May or June. You know, I don't think it's ever held in May or June. As you can see, it's not very kind of accurate. So this is this model. So this is kind of the basically how can you easily connect it. As you can see here is directly you use the have the open API directly give you the interface, and then you send the message, and also the system. This is kind of adding more kind of the give more kind of the advice and direction and etc. and generate. So and then this is chat service. So this is uses the Jakarta, basically is the WebSocket. So it's to do the chat service creator to any sessions, and then do the basically send object, get a response, and also manage that session. So this is kind of the how can you create AI-infused applications. If you want to learn more about that, this is kind of the blog. If you do here, So run AI enabled declutter macro profile on Open Liberty. So we see what LLM launching for J. Try out this example. You clone it, understand it, and then it's kind of export the API key. And then access it. And this is explaining how it works. And as you can see here, use the macro profile config, inject this in so that you can directly retrieve the value. You can define it in the macro profile -config properties. This is use the WebSocket for the chat, and also it has basically other metrics. You can use macro profile. The metric can see what a response time is like. Yeah, that's kind of the about launching 4G. And go back here. So that's kind of the pretty much about so far. We have done like AI, LLM, and RAG, and code assistant, and also the AI-fused developers. The other things I want to mention is in macro profile. I mentioned in my previous session, we are establishing a group, AI group. So we are trying to create a standard in the kind of AI field for like a cloud native Java applications to directly connect with LLMs. We just started and we create a GitHub repo and we meet up Mondays, 5 p.m. So this is a Zoom link, so you can join. You can directly join without any password and etc. And next week we are cancelled because of the public holidays in France. And then week after, 29th, we will resume. So it's please join in and basically contribute your ideas. And we want to establish a good framework in Java. So enable all of us to create AI-infused applications, basically very easily. Don't have much boilers kind of plates, and you can directly, hopefully, creating AI-infused applications is really easy. You don't need to spend much time on that. And there's another thing is kind of in order to stay as a Java developer, so it's AI can do so much things. So in the future, probably junior developers need to quickly scale up. So you have to focus on the architecture and keep on your innovation hat on. And also is think about how can we design application easier to be used by our end users. So this is AI cannot do for you. And also is you put more emphasis about architecture, innovation, and how to improve the user experience. And all the other things, hard, wired stuff, AI can help you with. So this is the kind of what I mentioned earlier. So AI-powered Java developers won't be replaced by AI, but it will, however, it will assist by AI, and non-AI-powered Java developers will be replaced by AI-powered Java developers. I'm still okay with these tongue twisters. Yeah, so it's with that, I think this is pretty much what we have. I have a couple of minutes for questions. Are there any questions? It's very easy. So hopefully, when you walk out of this room, you have a basic understanding what's about AI, and also you think from now on and get into these AI tools to understand where you should grow your skills at, right? So in the future, this is almost like before, such as before the some bicycle was invented, Whoever can run faster will reach the destination earlier. But after the bicycle was invented, whoever can ride a bicycle can ride a destination earlier. So the same thing applies here. So with that, thank you so much for coming here and stay till the end of the conference. So this is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, who asked one question here? Agree with all your points. Anyway, is that not a matter of time? Maybe we are still in the primitive phase of AI. Yeah, you are right. We are not 100% there, but technology will evolve. Thank you.